I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Good.
Back
Does have
to my
physics.
story.
Sorry, I had like an innate urge to jump into the chain. When we last trekked amongst the stars, Sergeant Sunfire had picked up strange new power from a strange, ancient temple of some sorts, and so we set out in search of more, picking up another power, the ability to breathe, apparently. It seems to give us oxygen in places where there is none. Kinda handy, I guess. After that we went and spread our charity around like the generous soul we are, feeding the poor and also supplying them with a proper food chain to the charity places and delivering bread to a needy family. We tried to get the trade authority to help along the way, but they were just giant assholes, so we left with nothing from them. That seemed to trip a switch in our head as we decided we'd try and finish the episode by seeing if we could finish our siege on Altair 2, which we've had problems with. But alas, not only could we not end the siege, we somehow pissed off Alejandra and have no idea why until today. Because now, I think I've figured it out. I think when we're using the power, we may have hit somebody we shouldn't have hit, because if we go over to our star map, I noticed something when I was travelling around. We have a sizable bounty. And it does mean that we may end up... Actually, didn't it show me a bounty before? I'm sure it showed me a bounty. Where's my bounty? What? I'm sure I had a bounty. How do you check? I swear I had a bounty. I didn't reload the save, so I don't... Do bounties just like automatically go away after a while? No, surely not. That's not how it works. Have I derped? Have I accidentally loaded up an old save? Oh. Or did we have an issue with the saving? Because it did kind of crash when I tried to travel away from the area. Let's go poke around, see if we can find Alejandro. If we can't, then I would assume she has left the ship. Oh no, she's there.
Think very carefully before you speak. Is there no one else you can harass right now?
Oh, you ready to head back out?
No.
Okay, she does hate me. So I must still have a bounty, right? Why is it not showing? Interesting. It definitely showed it before. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's in the top corner. I missed it. We have a bounty of 650. So I assume when we were kind of getting a bit mad with power, we accidentally hit someone we weren't supposed to hit, and I would assume it's an assault charge. 600 credits isn't much. Like, I don't really know the bounty system, so I could be wrong on that. Look, I have a bounty. We have to take it on the chin. I did say we weren't going to save scum with Alejandra, and we're not going to. We've fucked that up. We've messed up our relationship with her. That is what happens when you are a bit of an asshole. Hi, can I turn myself in?
As you enter the city, please keep moving.
I have a bounty. Hi, scan me, please. I am a criminal.
Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
What?
Wait, you're on the wanted list.
Yeah, I
I
am.
got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
I'm ready.
Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
You do the crime, you do the time. Undergo the interrogation. New mission. Oh shit, it's a mission. Okay. So now what? Oh, cool. They are actually going to teleport me. Retrieve waiting followers. Oh yeah, because I got
Telling you,
Vesco.
The
Yeah.
commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
In my defense, I didn't mean to hit one of your guys.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
Can I break out?
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
Alright, fair enough.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
It seems like that would probably be bulletproof glass though, right? Because if I snuck a weapon in...
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Do we? I don't know who you are. Just let me pay my fine so I can get out of here. Nothing to discuss. This just doesn't look like the local jail.
Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. Seems you had a bit of a reckless past. Always fancied yourself as a wild one, eh? We can work with that.
You don't know who you're messing with. I've got powers.
On Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy.
A little bit.
And look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in.
Can you tell me what I did? That pretty much covers it. I bet my shoe size isn't in your records. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do?
I know you kidnap people.
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
Oh, I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. If whatever you're selling me, let's be off the hook and I'm listening. What's the Crimson Fleet? Yeah. I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'll have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
So you want me to risk my neck and go undercover for you? Why can't the UC send the Armada?
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford.
Okay, so you want me to risk my neck?
Not for me, for yourself.
Why?
Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
That's not much. I didn't realize coercion was part of the UC SysDef's code of ethics.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say?
You did say if we do the crime, we do the time, right? This sounds like the time. Fine, I'm in.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Interesting. Uh-huh. Am I tied to this chair? I'm not handcuffed.
Right, let's go.
Alright. Fair enough. Where do you go? Oh, you're right here.
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh?
I guess so.
All alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
But not a lot of brains.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like
What
the
stories?
one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit.
Well, joke's on them. I've actually got a power to deal with that now.
Way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Yes, actually I can. Where do I go? Down here? Alex Young.
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Wait, do we... Can I go in? No, this is a docking port, so they did say they were locked off. So I guess I follow this round? No? No? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Maybe it was this door over here. Docking port computer. Uh-huh. No, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Can you tell me? I am stupid and lost. Please help.
Sysdef Marines are the best of the best.
Where did he go? No. No. Okay, so there's none of those. We can't do anything here. So we must be able... Oh, is he waiting for me? He is. Okay, cool. Sorry, I got distracted.
Alright. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Conde should be waiting for you.
Alright, I shall. Speak to Commander Conde.
Excuse me.
Is it in here? Because the thing is telling me to go back the other way. Recruit.
Yes, what?
Recruit. Oh, there he is. He's got the power stance going on.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. Sysdef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
You're going to need more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet. Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Get me in a room with them and I'll talk them into anything. Well, try persuading.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Interesting. Doesn't sound like an ironclad plan.
Well, it's the best we've got.
Fair enough.
Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Alright, point away and I'll get it done.
Eager to get going? Good.
Well, I kind of want to make good on
This
the
entire
fact that I was
operation
apparently an
rests on
asshole
your
to
ability
somebody.
to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
Have they cleared my bounty? I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC Sysdef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow
I'm in this mess because I didn't do
far
that.
off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
I can stay the... I don't exactly do well following rules and regulations.
Well, You better learn quick. Otherwise, I'll start looking for someone to take your place.
But then I'm in the Crimson Fleet and I'll tell them that's what they're trying to
hand
do.
you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation.
Yeah, okay.
Now, get out of here, and good luck.
How do I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't.
Oh.
We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Oh. Okie dokie.
As you were.
Sweet, I guess. Freedom, but at a cost. And probably a lot more than what the credits entail. I mean, it does mean that we could probably go to that world and survey the world that the Crimson Fleet actually have under their control. Actually, let's put the mission on that we're supposed to be having here. Because I feel like we're not going the right way. We're not going the right way. We need to talk to somebody up there, don't we? I already forgot their name, though.
Excuse me.
Right. Who are you again? You are Jillian Toft. Hi.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up.
Also not my
While
strong
you're
suit.
working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Yes, so you basically want me to steal from thieves. I can do that.
Rationalize it however you like. But that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I
Fair.
want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
If there's incriminating data out there, I'll find it.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
I mean, we've seen them a bunch, and they are giant assholes. I've seen my fair share of
Then
violence.
you'll understand why it's so important that this operation is successful. Anyway, before I let you go, there's just one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Oh, cool. That's very generous. I don't need payment to do what's right. Okay, well, I am a space rogue, but I have been kind of like, I do my own thing, but I do it for good, so I don't need payment to do
That's
what's
what
right.
I told Commander Akande, but he insisted.
I'll take it.
We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Alright, okay. Cool. Let's do
Let me know if you need anything
We don't need
else.
to know everything about this. Let's
If you have
get
any
out of here, right?
questions, now's the time to ask.
There is a lot of dialogue options in this game. I do think like talking to people is very useful, but when you've got, I think it was like last episode was a lot of talking and not much action. Let's get back on the Ghost. Might have to give the Ghost a crimson paint job. Right, let's head to Sidonia.
All green on release.
Where are we? Phobos. Oh. Okay, we're not that far away. So let's go to Sidonia. We actually haven't checked out the Mars launch pad, I don't think. Oh no, maybe we did. Anyway. We've not been to Sidonia for a while. There's probably tons of missions here that we've just not even touched. Let's see what we can do here and what they actually want us to do. Because, I don't know, this feels like a high stakes type mission, doesn't it?
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not there.
Right. And we've spoke to the guy at the trade-off already before as well, haven't we? Oh, we spoke to him. We've not spoke to you. So there's Bowden.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
I'm here to sell, but I'm looking for you. I'm looking to unload a sensitive shipment.
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC Security sticking their noses into.
Exactly that, yes.
I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
Take a look at this sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
Oh. If you can't handle it, point me to someone who can. I thought the trade-off already buy anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got some bad news for you, love.
Oh, bugger.
This location doesn't buy shit like that when UC Security is sitting a stone's throw from the front door.
Alright, yeah, fair
Of course,
point.
if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
What if I just blow... Do I have to act like a hard ass? I have to pay you just to find out where I sell my shipment. Ugh. Fine. Does this work?
It's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear.
That's here, isn't it?
And it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, okay. It seems to be. Is it up? It is up. Oh yeah, it's the pub that we got the shakedown for. Ooh, what was his name? He was in the ship that was floating around. Hey, Adler.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
I can get you a drink. Sir Issy Bowden said you could help me move some of this.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Sure, what do you want? Who's we and us? I thought I was dealing with you. She never said anything about that.
Well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
Alright.
Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
I'll just pay his debt off right now so we can get down to business. Alright, I'll get it done.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters.
Miners' quarters,
Don't
huh?
worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
He stood right in front of me. What do we need? Carl Fielding's debt. So where to? Down here. Okay, well we haven't ventured very far down here before, so this should give us a bit more of an insight into everything that's going on here, right? Oh. Oh, it's right here. Residential, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. We've definitely not been in here. This place is a trash heap. Okie dokie, let's see what we got. Very propaganda type posters, isn't it? 2050. Okay, where is he? Down in here somewhere.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person, but she's still one of my best friends.
Yeah, he's definitely looking a bit miserable.
Something I can help you with?
Where's my money? I'm here to collect the credits you owe to Adler Kemp.
Adler Kemp? Who the heck is that?
Adler is serious about this debt, so I just suggest you play. I don't have time to play games.
What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day, in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
Glad I've been working out then. I've been itching to use something as a punching bag. I'll go back and tell Adler you said that. Well, nice knowing you. I'm sure your funeral will be lovely.
Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry.
the other strange German that was around here called Adler, of course.
I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally.
He wants it now.
Sound good? Yeah?
I don't think Adler's going to be satisfied with that option.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Promise to stop borrowing from Adler and I'll pay the debt to you.
Holy crap. Really? You'd do that for me?
Yes.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Say yes, then shut your mouth and leave Adler alone.
And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Oh, hey, Vasco. Okay, return to Adler Kemp.
Faith in God is what brought us to the stars.
Let's get out of here. Hopefully that'll be good enough. He's probably not going to tell. I hope he wouldn't tell Adler that I did that. If he does, that could be a problem. Maybe I should have just forced him to pay. Already we're sort of stuck with these moral dilemmas, which is something I love. I always kind of hope we'd have a bit more of that in Fallout 4 and in Skyrim, but we never really did. So,
Have something for me?
here you go, it's all here.
There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
He got the message.
Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you.
Hey, I've been helping her in the last episode.
You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
Who are they? If you think they can handle me, who exactly are your associates?
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for
No.
our line of work.
Okay, if you think they can handle me,
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself.
okay.
Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say.
Europa.
Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Oh dang, that's not bad. Oh, okay. So, where are we going next? I thought it was one of Jupiter's moons, yeah. Let's set our sights for the Astrea or whatever.
Wow, look who finally had the guts to show up. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
That's what I'm here for. Damn right I am.
You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
Oh. Consider it done.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
Okie dokie. Right, so where are we going? Oh, over to Saturn, huh? Let's travel over there. Interesting. How are we going to do this? Because this traitor is essentially Crimson Fleet, so killing them is not a bad thing, but they are also a traitor, which means they could be helping UC SysDef, which is something we want to keep, right? Why are we not able to see where we're supposed to be going here? Attack the Regana. So it must be in the upper atmosphere here, right? Oh, there it is.
Pilot of the Regana. We are...
You have a crewman on board I'm looking for. Looks like trouble found you. You've drawn the attention of the Crimson Fleet. Attacked. The other's hand is an Illigrave. Boy, do I have some bad news for you.
I do not understand. Please confirm your
You're
intentions.
going to open your hatch and I'm going to board. Do we do that one? Okay, the fleet wants Austin Rake dead. I'd like to board your ship to talk about how to spur him.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Find a way to spur Austin Rake or convince Regana to kill him. Interesting. I could convince them to kill him for me. Oh, alright. Interesting.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship.
I could have.
With our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
Okay, I don't know who's listening over comms. This is safer.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
Sure. The fleet want Rake dead, but I want to resolve this without violence.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you?
No clue.
And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never
Nah, that's not gonna work.
Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
Deliver him to SysDef. If the fleet find out about this deal, we're both exposed. The fleet won't buy that. Someone may need to die after all.
First you offer peaceful solution, and now you make threats. I am not sure I trust you at all.
Look, I'm trying to find a way to spur most of you.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you?
Nope.
And you do not seem to care.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Okay, I have a then, when we dock.
Deliver him to SysDef. If the fleet find out about the deal, we're both exposed.
That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not.
Oh, how did we not know that the one in the Crimson is the Crimson Fleet traitor?
You go back to your ship and we
How could we possibly know?
Was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Okie dokie, that'll do. Anyone else we can talk to here?
Aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
Settler.
So you're the fleet's new dog, huh?
Hey.
So now what? They're gonna put me in a sys-def prison? I'm not saying it's worse than death, but it's pretty damn close.
Well, it's better than... yeah, better than the alternative, I suppose, which was to just chuck you out the hatch of the cargo hold. Right, so we need to go back to our cockpit and undock from here. I guess Alejandra has left the ship now completely, because she did say she was going to jump off at the next port. Or she's begrudgingly working on the ship for us, which, again, not a terrible thing, but
Ship's detached.
I wouldn't say it's her best bet. Can we actually help them at all? Oh no, they're off. Okay. Right, so now we need to go where? Back over this way. See if they buy it. I feel like it's probably kind of weak argument. I don't think they're going to buy it.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
The Ecliptics. Yeah, we can deal with them.
Got their grab drive.
Come on, we need to get that lock on. That gets one down. Next one. Oh, that might actually die. I think the Astray might have actually been destroyed there.
You have disabled the enemy's engines. Enemy promotion down. They should be much easier to hit now.
Or the... okay.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
I haven't got good news. The Ragana survived. I ran some complications.
I don't like complications. And neither does my boss. What the hell happened?
Shield system. Right after I jumped in, an overload blew my entire shield array. The Ragana outgunned me, searched the ship, and Austin wasn't aboard.
Bullshit. My source was rock solid. You, though? I'm starting to doubt. Your story stinks worse than Adler Kemp. And that son of a bitch probably hasn't showered in a month. So
Well, look.
choose your next words very carefully.
I've got this cargo.
Really happened out there.
Didn't say you need to kill anyone so that you can steal from the... you do that, you can't steal them from it. Sorry, I tend to forget things. On that note, who are you again? I saw a chance to make money with no risk, so I made them unload their cargo.
Not your call. You let your greed get the better of you, and now Austin Rake slipped away. The fleet needs to be able to trust that you can follow orders. My orders. That being said, you saved my ass with Ecliptic. And decent pilots
Okay,
are tough
we
to find these
just got away with that by the skin of our teeth, I think.
I'm gonna let this one slide. But guess what? It's gonna cost you extra.
Fair enough.
Jettison those supplies I know you grabbed from the Ragana. I was gonna let you keep them. But now, they're mine. Consider it payment for the hit I'll have to put on Austin Rake. And more importantly, for wasting my time.
Alright, jettison cargo. Done, sending it now.
You see how it works. I give an order, and you follow it. Remember that. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up,
Okie dokie.
and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Yes. Why send a person? I'd rather have you come after me.
Be careful what you wish for. You screw up bad enough, and I just might. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home.
Oh, so they are actually working with the Spacers.
Don't keep me waiting long.
Alright, we can do that. It's a place I've wanted to go, but kind of felt like if I did go to it early, we might end up stuffing stuff up. Cricks. Okay. So we have access to the Crimson Fleet system now. And it does mean we've also got access to the key. Whatever that is. Guessing like a space station, maybe?
I will never get tired of that.
I guess we're right.
Nobody hails the key. Just do your business.
Oh, okay. How do I dock? How do I dock? Where do I dock? Do I dock? Oh, it's just one massive... Holy crap, that is a big-ass planet. It's actually got some sort of life on it, too. That's bizarre. Is there actually a livable one? That looks like it could be. Nothing on that. It's got oxygen but nothing else on that. Nothing. 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 So it's got 2 livable worlds? And 1 livable... Yeah, I suppose 2 livable worlds. But apparently we need to go there. We're already at that location, but we can't seem to dock with them. We are very close. We are not docking. Oh, maybe we don't go there then. Where are we supposed to be going? I thought we had to come here. No, we don't. We go back here for some reason. Oh, we gotta drop in with these guys, huh? Alright, that's not suspicious at all. Alright. Let's go chat with the UC System Defense. How strange. You'd think they'd just let me on, seeing as the word's been given. I shouldn't have to go talk to System Defense first.
Planet, so we must be in the right place.
Can I just hail you?
Acknowledged. You're clear to dock at docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations.
Sure.
Like and love.
Let's have a bit of a board, see what they've got to say. We should probably get rid of all the followers from Constellation here. Like, they are really good to have on your ship, but they're not the most forgiving when it comes to actions that may be a little bit shady. Considering we're a space scoundrel, kind of running the risk, aren't we?
The man takes his job very seriously.
Alright, okay, let's go talk to Ikande.
The fleet call us sharks.
Hey!
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
I'm glad he surrendered. I didn't want to kill anyone innocent or otherwise.
That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust.
So he sacrificed the mercenaries.
Ensured that would not be a problem.
Well, a risky move.
But a gamble that hopefully paid off. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Were you able to join the fleet?
Yes. Does seem like I passed their initial test.
Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected.
Bloody
Now
hope
it's time
so.
for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Searsha was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
Everything's going according to plan.
Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's
Fair.
next for you on Neva's agenda?
I was told to meet Neva at the Key.
Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be
Okay, we might want to read those. And does it not seem suspicious that I'd be carrying those around with me?
Maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Okie dokie. Let's have a quick look at those slates, shall we? God, I've got so many other things in here. Are we going to be able to find them? God, so much stuff. I should really sell this off. Really should. Checklist, clinic data slate, Crimson Cabin. There we go, Crimson Fleet profile, Adler Kemp. Personality, hot-headed, competent, and seasoned. Crimson Fleet captain, operating out of Sidonia. Hot-headed nature means he's easily provoked, got him into numerous scrapes. Despite this flaw, Adler is a seasoned ship captain and in most cases can use his battle prowess to escape sticky situations. Addendum. As more information on Crimson Fleet captains is gathered, additional profiles will be added to Commander Ikande's office terminal. Delgado. Clever, shrewd, careful and calculating. Originally hailing from Aquila City, Delgado fell into crime at a young age despite being born into wealth. His parents exiled him in hopes of correcting his behaviour that only served to increase his criminal behaviour, culminating in the theft of a cargo ship which he used to initiate himself into the Crimson Fleet. He's a shrewd, clever leader who isn't prone to rash judgment. He keeps a tight rein on the Crimson Fleet, but he's given his pirates enough attitude to do what they do best. Okie dokie. Neva? Short fused, temperamental, intense, and incendiary. Born and raised in Neon and orphaned at a young age, spent most of her youth getting arrested for crimes ranging from simple assault to grand larceny, and was a frequent visitor to the Sistef prison. 22, she stowed away on a transport to Aquila City and was eventually recruited to the Crimson Fleet. Yeah, we've read that one already. Delgado's directive.
Crimson Fleet, this is Delgado. You have all been spreading far and wide across the settled systems, just like we talked about. Do not stop. Free Star Collective, United Colonies, they think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the free people of the Crimson Fleet. It always has. We are just reclaiming what is rightfully ours. And we will use their own selfishness and arrogance against them. Those of you old enough to grow hair remember the Colony War. Remember those morons fighting and dying over nothing. They built facilities all over. Facilities that are still there, intact and abandoned. just waiting for someone to come in and set up shop. That someone is the Crimson Fleet. So go! Make yourselves at home and bring the fight right to their goddamn doorsteps!
Oh, there we go. So that is very similar to what the Spacers were saying as well. Huh. Okay. Well, can we go... I guess we have to probably undock the ship, right? It doesn't let you fast travel with a docked ship. Let's go to our ship then. So let's go to the system Crux, or whatever it's called. Crix. Do I pay attention? Never do. We might as well end the episode at the key, right?
Ship's no longer docked.
Okay. Off we go to the Crimson Fleet system. Crix. And to the key. And let's jump there, shall we? Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what the space station has to offer, because the only other space station that we've really spent a reasonable amount of time on is the Eye. The other stations that we've been to, you've got the the shipyards, and what was the other one? We went to a casino one, didn't we?
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one
Those are
piece.
kind of unique in their own sense. They don't look like a normal ship. Let's dock at the key.
Docking cycle complete.
Okay.
You got your cut. Now get out of my face.
You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Oh.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Fair enough.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Yeah, she
The
gonna
hell
pick it up?
took you so long? Forget how to grab jump or something?
Sorry, I kept you waiting.
Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect
Sorry.
you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message.
Sorry for saying sorry.
All that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson.
Sure.
Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
I bet it really pisses off the UC that you're stationed here.
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
Sure.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Do I get some cool armor? I want some Crimson Fleet armor.
All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy.
Interesting.
I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, Being blindfolded and then grav-jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Change the mind of the people, right?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you're taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gale. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Interesting.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
Interesting. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's go to the cargo bay.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here.
Okay, I can appreciate the graffiti.
Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nav. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship? She's got you.
I may do. We do need a color change.
Doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva.
Technical gear.
I'm getting tired of trading with
Wait.
the same old faces.
TK. TK's technical gear.
Everyone's
Okay.
getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra.
What are you, weapons?
Welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if
General
these
goods.
blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Fair
lying
point.
Because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Good.
Back
Does have
to my
physics.
story.
Sorry, I had like an innate urge to jump into the chain.
They established it as a base of operations and began pirating the
Please sell.
spaceways.
Essential
That
goods.
was how the Crimson
All
Dawn
right.
began. Of course, Jasper Crix had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
Okay.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Interesting.
Speaking of
Blueprints
which,
of
you
what?
still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way. Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
See
On the
anything
right,
you like?
You've got Radley from the Trade Authority.
I don't know what you sell yet. We'll have a look at some
Still
point.
there?
Maybe between episodes we'll
Buy
check it
pretty
out.
much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay. This is our final stop.
It does have the same sort of feel as
Over
Fallout
there,
76's Crash Space Station. That the what were they called?
Ridiculously exorbitant prices.
Can't remember what the
And right here is the most important
bandits
place
or whatever
in
they
the
were called.
station. The Reckoner's Corps, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rake? I'm working on it, all right? I just ran into a few complications.
I'm the complication.
He's as good as dead.
So you say. We'll see about that. Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. Pursuing Rake is costing us a small fortune.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you
Why has he
set
got
up
an
in our
explosive in
system.
his chest?
I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
Fair enough. That's the most clever security measure I've seen.
Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
Sounds like a smart man.
It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the Corps. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryuji would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner.
Interesting. That would explain how they kind of keep the finances in check. Be a lot of laundering of
All
money.
you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Time to make those credits.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Okay, sounds like we'll be doing a lot of business together.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take
Sure.
the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Yeah, alright, well, I think this is...
Listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Right, well, I think that's where we will leave it. We've unlocked the key. We are in the correct system. And I want to basically have a bit of an explore, talk to a few people in here. If there's anybody that's going to give me a quest, I will hold off and reload on talking to them. But I just really want to check out the merchants first. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been a bit of a strange one, finding out that we had a bounty and why people were pissed off at us. And now that we are here, it's quite the segue from what we were doing helping the poor last episode. I don't think you could go further from it, really, could you? Helping the poor to pirate. Well, I suppose Robin Hood. Not really a pirate, but help the poor, steals from the rich to feed the poor or whatever. Maybe that's what we're doing. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.